meeting is now being recorded. This meeting is now being recorded.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get going on this because I'm a little worried about time as it is. If you can hear me, or if you have any problems hearing me, or you have any problems seeing the screen, just go to that little Q&A section and type it in, and then that way I can make sure that we don't have any weird technical glitches. Okay? So I kind of changed it up this week. I've had the last couple weeks off, and they just started doing these webinars through agent marketing. So every Wednesday they're going through all the new and neat toys that they're starting to go over. And I think I'm going to kind of switch to that direction. I've got a bunch of webinars that cover just a wide spectrum on online advertising and all that kind of stuff. So those are going to be available, but as you know, with technology, things change quite a bit. And so
all guests have been muted.
So what I'd like to do, though, is I'd like to kind of keep up with some of the cool little toys that they're coming out with and just seeing how you can use those to, you know, make this an even better program. So as I was putting together my PowerPoint to kind of go over all this stuff and outline, I got a lot of stuff I put on my plate for today. So I'm going to try real hard to get through it all within half an hour. So, okay, so let's go ahead. Let's get started. Oh, by the way, if you want a recording of this, I am recording this, so you can always email either your loan officer or me directly, and I'll go ahead and get that to you. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. First of all, I want to just thank the Cactus Loan Officers, the sponsors for agent marketing. So we've got Abdon, Ray, Matt, Chris, Sean, and Mike King. Okay, so I'm going to talk a lot about Craigslist today, or not a lot about Craigslist, maybe about 10 minutes about Craigslist today. Craigslist has changed. If you've put up ads, you might have noticed that they've gotten removed. I had a whole bunch of these get removed when I was putting in for some open houses for some agents. They've got a whole bunch of new rules. So some of their rules are no lead captures, which is your text codes. They don't want photos of people. Let's see here. Oh, they don't want the photo that says click below to get more information. Let's see here. Craigslist said that they don't want any search links for other properties. No advertisements, no advice or comments about buying, selling, or the market. And then they do want you to include all relevant information on the property, multiple pictures, an address, and location with Craigslist map. And some of the stuff agent marketing is really good about. Some of the stuff I've called and talked to them, and they're like, oh, we're okay, we're good. And they're not, because they're still getting red flags, but I don't know what to do except just kind of give you guys some advice on some things that you can do. Okay, so we're going to go over that, but they've got a really cool picture feature, and I'm hoping they don't red flag it, but it's a really cool picture, and I'm going to show you how to do that today. Okay, so here's kind of the walkthrough step on doing it. It's this little button here called Create Image. I'm actually going to walk you through how to do this. I just wanted to have this up to kind of make sure you could see it clearly. Sometimes the pictures get a little fuzzy. Okay, so here's the two different options on pictures that you can use. So on this picture, do you see where it says offered at $169.5, and then they've got the address and it's got the information? That's actually embedded in the picture. So that's pretty cool. Hold on here, I got a question. Oh, you can't hear me, Randy? Is there anyone else that's having problems hearing me? Is there anyone else having issues? Can you at least put in the QA that you can hear my voice or you can't? Okay, well, I'm going to assume you guys can hear me. Nobody's getting back with me. Okay, so anyway, and this is the other choice. You can actually choose from either one of these. so then, let's see here, and then you can actually, one of the issues has been with doing these photos, that sometimes if you're doing, say, an open house, you know, getting the photos, well, they've actually built the program up to where you can actually just click on these and you could just save them to a little folder directly. So you don't have to go into the MLS, save the pictures there, and then do that. They made it a little easier on everybody. So that's kind of a new little feature they just added. I'm also going to be talking about the chat box. So this is a new feature they just added. It's Let's Chat. So I'm going to talk about how can you use it, how can we customize it. We're also going to talk about squeeze pages. This is something new. I mean, I guess I've used them. I just didn't know what they were and how to create them, and I learned a lot about squeeze pages. And I didn't finish my PowerPoint. I just realized that this morning, but I'd already moved everything over here. Okay, so what I would like to do is I would like to show you guys the Craigslist ad so you can see how that works. Okay, so I went ahead, I pulled up an agent, and I'm going to actually just go ahead and really post this to Craigslist. So here's the new property that she just put up. So I'm going to go to CL Poster. Hold on, I need to make sure I can see you guys in case there's any other comments. Okay. So I'm going to find it down here. So it's right here. Now here's where you're going to have some issues. Okay, the URL is going to have the website, you're going to have the text code, and you're going to have the phone number. You're safe with the phone number. If you select all, there's a chance you could get tagged with these two. I don't really know what to do. You could probably put the website in there, but you have to be careful how you word it. You have to word it and maybe even put it in a place that you might not catch it right away. So that's the thing that you're going to have to be careful on, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and be safe, and I'm just going to do the phone number. I've already logged into Craigslist, so I'm going to hit proceed. Now, on the left-hand side is the cheat sheet, and on the right-hand side is Craigslist. What I want to do first is I want to create that image. So I click that button right there. I pick which one of these do I want to do. So I'm going to go ahead, and I'm going to pick this one on the right. And I'm going to hit Save As. Okay, I'm just going to save this one. I think that I already put these together. Hold on. I have a whole bunch of these. What is it, 2940? Oh, come on. Where are you at? Oh, there we are. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to save this. Okay? So I've got this in now. If I wanted to at this point, I could go through and just right-click on these and hit Save As and just save them to an envelope or a folder, okay? So you could just do that. You could go all the way down here and do that, okay? So I'm finished with this, so I don't need any more on this. I'm going to close that up. Now I need to pull back up my, okay, so we're going to go to Housing Offered, Real Estate by Broker. Here's the rules. You have to say, I accept them. This is going to be West Valley, Avondale. Now, on a cheat sheet, basically what you do is, let's see here, we just drag stuff over. Okay, so I just click on the left and I drag over to the right. Okay, so I'm going to select all. Now, one of the things I suggest you do for compliance, and they don't do this, and I don't know why, but I had to put over here who the agent was, and I had to put the company they worked for because I know that that's a compliance issue. I've asked them to automatically put that in there. Oh, wait. Oh, look it, they did. They finally listened to me. Look it, they just added that. That's something they didn't do before. So I guess they do listen after a while. Okay, so 1632. Price. I'm going to drag that over there. and it's a 3-bedroom, and you'll notice I'm just dragging all over here. 2 baths. I'm not going to worry about that other stuff, but they do want us to show it on the map. So then I'm going to come over here, hit continue. Okay, I'm going to assume that's okay. I don't have time to check it out to make sure it is. Now I'm going to go to add image. Now I already put these into a folder, so I think that was the one that I selected. So you always want to make sure that you select that as your first picture, because that's going to be the one that's going to come up and be seen the most. Then after that, you can actually just go through and select the rest of them. Okay? And then after they pop up, okay, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to put done with images. I'm going to take a look. I'm done with this now. I don't need it anymore. So I'm just going to take a look at this. And oops, everything in here looks good. So the last step is to hit publish. I swear every time I come in here, there's like something different. They're always updating and improving. So, okay, so that is how you do the Craigslist, and it shows that nice picture, so that's kind of a nice little thing. Now what I want to do is I got to log into my false identity, my Linda T. agent, okay, and we're going to talk about the chat feature. So if you go on to the properties, okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just view one of the websites. You're going to see this little chat code up here, okay? So with this chat, you can actually, it's kind of a cool new thing. I know that they do a lot with tech support, and I've seen it coming up different places. This chat is set up so that when leads are hot, you're able to get on it like right away. So it's a really cool feature. And the nice thing is they set this up to where it's going to send this 3 different places so that you're going to have 3 times the likelihood for it to actually, they're going to be able to get a hold of you. So it's going to send to your computer. Say you were up on the site, it would actually pop up a chat message that somebody was trying to chat with you on it. It would also send you an email, and it would also send you a text message if you have your mobile phone, which I suggest you doing. And basically, you know, if you're just sitting there, you know, say you're watching your kid play a game or whatever, and all of a sudden you get this chat, you've got somebody that's interested in the property, that is the way that you're going to land somebody, because they're going to be, you know, that just doesn't get any faster than that. And people love it when they can get information as quick as possible. So it's a really cool feature. And like I said, this is kind of where things are going these days, where people want to have that immediate conversation about it. And let's see here. They don't have it on the personal website yet, but they're going to have it here real soon. So that's something that they're working on. They also have it on the virtual tour. So if you send out the email virtual tour, it will also be on that, okay? So they have it set up on those 2 things right now. Now let's say that you want to customize this a little bit. If you want to customize this, what you will do is you'll go to Setup. Now down here you're going to see Chat Control, okay? So I'm going to make this just a little bit bigger so that you guys can see. I've been having to attend these webinars, and I'm starting to notice little things that are helpful, so it's kind of good for me to watch these. Say you don't want to do the chat. You're just not into it. You don't do text messaging or whatever. You can turn this feature off right here, okay? Now, on the chat greeting, now right now it's going to say something like, let me see what it says. So right now it says, hello, what can I help you with today? Now notice that they're putting in their name, email, and mobile number. That's actually going to go into your leads. So that's another really cool feature. So it'll actually go into your leads, and you'll have this information to follow up with later if you want to. So I'm just going to put my name in here. Okay. Okay. So we start our chat. Now, if I don't get back on this chat, like you just don't have time to deal with it, it'll actually give you a little thing that will tell you, see how they're trying me on the laptop, they're going to try me on email, I think, and then what it'll, so it's probably going to text me here in just a second, but anyway, it goes through all the avenues, and then it'll say, hey, we can't get a hold of them, go ahead and can you leave a message? So you could go ahead and hit send to leave a message, okay? So now if you take a look on our chat greetings, you can change that. So let's say that instead you want to say, hi, I don't know what to say. Did you have a question on this property today? I'm sure you can think of something better than what I just did. You have to make sure to hit the save button, okay? Then on the chat icon, they have, I think, 10. They have 10 of these. Oh, I just got my chat message. So you can click over the top of these, and it'll show you what they look like. So you could choose, if you don't want that first one, you can actually take a look. So that one's kind of, it stands out, you know, and just kind of goes along with your personality, whatever, you know. So this one looks pretty cool. I like blue, so I'm going to hit save. Now, if you come over here, okay, and I just need to refresh this. See, now it's changed right here. So it's pretty cool. Then you can also do quick replies. So if you want to just, maybe you don't always have time to, you know, be able to chat or whatever, you can actually put some quick replies in here. So let's see here. You could put in here, did you want me to send you homes? How are you today? Right? You could put in just some different quick replies that, you know, if you don't have a lot of time, you can just put these in there real quick, and then, of course, you hit save. Okay? So that is how you customize this. Now, one of the things you have to be careful about, let me put this back to 100, is if you do not have your lead set up to where it's going to text it to you, you want to make sure that you do that. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to leads, and you're going to go to notifications. Okay, so what you need to do to make sure that it's going to go to this email, and we need to have a phone number that it's going to go to. So you need to make sure that you put your phone number. Notice I didn't put any dashes. And also, while you're in here, I would suggest clicking a few of these buttons that if somebody wants to find out more information on the website, you probably don't want to get an email. You probably want to get a text message saying that they want to know what's, you know, so that you can react quicker. I often suggest doing it on the text for more property. Self-generated lead is a new one that we're kind of getting into. Maybe even a auto search request. More of these are becoming. So these ones here, you might get a lot of junk from that. So I don't know that I would recommend that. And then please make sure to hit the save button, or you get to do it all over again. Okay? So what that does is if you have anything through agent marketing, it will actually make sure that it sends you a text message. Okay? So that is with chat. And the thing about the chat is you are getting to the business right away. People like to deal with things instantly. They don't like to wait. They're just like when you go shopping and you see something really cute, and if you walk away from it, you know, after about 5 minutes, you've already forgotten about it. So you want to get on those leads as fast as you can. Okay, so next we're going to go over squeeze pages. Okay, to go to squeeze pages, what you're going to do is you're going to go to marketing and you're going to see squeeze page. Okay, now I have one that I just set up real quick, so take a look at this. Okay, so basically what a squeeze page is it's a link to get people to find out more information on something, but while doing so, it's going to collect their information. You're kind of squeezing their information out of them. So you'll notice here that to get started here, I've got to put in my name, my email, my phone number. Okay, so that's one way for you to have somebody to follow up with later on. So you can use that information to market, follow up with, all sorts of different things. Now, how are these going to help your business? Okay, well, obviously you can have follow-ups, you can start to do email campaigns with them. There's a lot of different things that you can do for follow-up. But one of the things that's kind of cool is you can actually connect what these are, you can do a widget, which I'm going to show you how to do in just a second. Actually, I could show it to you real quick here. If we go to my website, I put one on here yesterday. Okay, so see right here, I want to buy. This goes to my squeeze page. So you can actually connect these very quickly to things. Put them into your Facebook. You could put them into your websites. You could put them into online ads. You can put them into just a number of different things. So, and when you do this, you're actually directing things back to you and you're collecting information. So it's kind of a cool thing. So let's see here. So this is kind of what it is. You put it in, you hit get started now. Now what a lot of these are going to do is these are going to kind of send you to like an MLS page. So I would strongly suggest, they use eLookyLoo. I would strongly suggest getting something like getting your MLS actually hooked up in there. If you have any issues with that, just call that 800, or not 800, that 949-328-5050. Call them and say, hey, I want to get my MLS hooked up there, and they can do it for you, okay? So let's take a look at creating a squeeze page, because they're so easy to do. Okay, so we're going to go ahead, we're going to hit Add New. Okay, I love this one. So there's all these different templates. You can actually customize, change words, change colors. There's all kinds of really cool things you can do with these. So I'm going to go, I like this one. I use this one a lot. Okay, now that's going to send us to the next page. Now your key, you want to kind of think about it like your property website. You want to kind of come up with something that's going to be a little catchy. So I kind of specialize when I was talking about this, because I live in Peoria, about it being maybe Peoria Homes, Arizona. Okay? So, and then if I want to change this for the domain, I can. So there's all these different options in here. So website for more information, let's go with that. Where do you want this to go? If you want this to go to your regular leads, leave it this way. If you don't want it to go anywhere, you can put it here, which I don't know why you would do that. Or you can send it to somebody else that would be like your top producer. I don't know why you do that. So I would just leave that the way it is. If you want it to go to a different email, sometimes people will have, especially if they're putting together email campaigns, they will actually put together a separate email for stuff like this. If that's what you're going to do, then you'd want to put in that other email there. You can also do an automatic drip campaign. You can create these, which is a whole other webinar. They've got some in here that you could use, or you can edit these and you can actually create new ones if you wanted to. So that's all under your notifications. So, or not under notifications, under your leads, and you can actually create your own drip campaigns. Okay? So, zip code. You do have to have a zip code, so I'm going to go ahead That's mine. I know there's a ton of these, but I'm just going to go ahead and put these. Okay. You can also put a thank you text. All of these are optional. The only one that you have to do is you have to put in one zip code and one page key. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to submit. Okay. So the only things you're going to worry about at this point, they don't have charts set up, they don't have traffic set up. This is something that's kind of brand new. So the only things that you can use to kind of edit at this point are there's some widgets that you can edit. You can also play with the design. Let me show you what the design looks like so that you can see. They have this nice little video that you can actually play with, and it gives you some ideas on some different features and how to get around. It's a pretty quick video too, so your first time you might want to watch it. Okay, so right here, we could change this. There's so much of this you can customize, okay? If I wanted this to say something different, notice how I just highlighted it, and I can change it to looking for a new home. Let me help you today. Okay, and you can do that however you want. Now say we wanted to change the color on here. That would be really easy. I would just kind of come in here and change the color. I want to change the font, the size. All of this is easy to customize. You want to move it. All you got to do is drag it, which of course I'm going to try to drag it and it's not going to let me, because that's just the way things work. He did it and it was like drag, very easy. Okay, I can't get it to drag. Anyway, there is a way to get it to drag. I just can't. But you can drag it, move it all over. And say you don't want this button right here, okay? Well, you can actually, that one won't let you get in there, so you just come over here to the side. See how it says search homes new? You can put in here search Peoria homes, okay? We can change the text color. Say that we want it to be yellow. The button color, let's say we want that to be red. Okay, we hit OK. So now it's changed that. We want to make sure that we save all of our changes so we don't have to do them again. Let's see, text settings. You can actually, if you wanted that to, like, right now it's where you can see all the way through it. If you wanted to change it to where it had a little color or something in the back, you could edit that through here. Say on background, you don't want that. You decide that you want to instead, you want to have the neighborhood, okay? You can go ahead and change that background. This is a brand new feature. I'm glad, Randy. They're just going to be adding to it, okay? So, and then as soon as you decide that that's what you want, you go ahead and save it. Okay, this right here, let's see here, whoops, okay, so now I go into here and you'll see that we've got our squeeze page. So you can actually put your squeeze page if you want to. You could just, you know, highlight the URL up here at the very top and you could put it places, or you can create these little widgets, which these little widgets are pretty cool. I put one on that website. So if you come over here, now I'm going to warn you because this happened to me. I spent some time, and then as soon as I was done, I did something else, got off of it, it doesn't save. So I'm just going to let you know that if you do spend some time, if you want to keep it, you could put it on a Word document or something like that, but when I did these, it didn't save. So I had to go back and I had to start from beginning. So let's say that I want to create one on my Facebook. Okay. looking for a great home in Peoria, okay? Blah, 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 okay? So hold on, this looks a little bit different. Let's see what this does. Oh, hold on, I changed my... Okay, I don't know what this is going to do. Okay, so this right here, see, I can actually, let me make that a little, where you guys can see it a little easier. Okay, so you can actually say, you know, looking for a realtor that specializes in Peoria, you know, blah, blah, whatever you want to do, okay? And it's going to have this, and this is your squeeze page. So what this will do as soon as you share this is if they click on it, it's going to bring you to that squeeze page, and it's going to, and then from there it's going to shoot you to, right now because I'm not a realtor, it will actually put you to eLookyLoo, but if you have it set up to go through your MLS, then it'll go to your MLS, okay? So I'm not going to post that because some of my friends will be like, what in the world is going on with her? Okay, let me bring that back down. Okay, so the other cool thing that you can do, you saw on the website, the personal website on there, how I had the little thing on there where it had the little button. That's a really easy thing to do. You can actually do that by the button generator. This is the part, now you have to be really, really careful about this. See this down here? This is your HTML code. This is actually what you want to put in to the website or whatever, okay? So I can type up here. Then if I want to, I can make it bold. I can change the font color, so I kind of like that yellow and red. Okay? And then I can actually change where it's at. See how that show me is moving? Okay, font size, am I good with that or do I want it a little bigger? Now I'm going to click down here to button height. Now, I know there's a way to do this because I saw him do it, but I'm trying to remember what he did. I think I have to go down. There we go. Okay. So on here, if I want to change this, okay, button height, if I'm good with that. Now, remember that centering, do you see how that's off to the left a little bit? That's that horizontal alignment. So see how now I put it right in the middle? You can do shadows, text shadowing, all kinds of things. But let's just say that this is what I want. What I would do is I would take this HTML code, okay, I copy it, Control-C. Then what I would do, now here's what I would suggest. If you know that you want this and you want to put it multiple places, open a Word document and paste it into a Word document or some kind of document, because as soon as we leave this, you got to start all over again. Okay? So that would be my suggestion. Okay? So now we're going to go to my website. We're going to go to Menu and Pages. Okay, so I want to go ahead, I want to put this in there. So I would go under Page. I already have that one in there. So instead, maybe what I want to do is I want to put it more up on top. So the way that you do that is you hit the Source button. Okay? Now, this is a whole bunch of stuff you never have to think about when it comes to, you know, putting all this together. You know, you don't think about how the lines and stuff separate. So what we're going to do is we're going to figure out where do we want it. I think I want it here. And then I'm going to paste it. Okay? At this point, I think I can view it from here. Let me see if I can. Nope, I can't. Okay, so what I have to do is I have to save it. Now let's view it. So there. Now, I don't like how that is, so what I will do is I will edit that a little bit. I will give myself a couple lines, save it again. I think I have to put that break in there. Anyway, you guys kind of see, right? I think I have to put like a B in there or something like that. Okay, but anyway, you kind of get the idea of what you need to do to kind of get this going. Okay, so I'm running late on time, so I'm going to kind of move forward. But that's how you could put it into that. You could put it into another website. You could put it onto code that you're doing, like say that you're doing like an online ad. You can actually use the HTML code that's embedded for the property, but at the same time, you can actually just take this code right here, and you could put it in with that HTML code that you're already using, and you can create a button for them to do it as well. Lots of cool little things that you can do, okay? So let's see here. I think that's all I was going to do for that. Okay, you can also, while I'm on here, you can create a whole page of your own if you want to, based on this information. It's this right here, this ad builder. So if you want to create one from scratch, you can do that. That's what this is. It's a full page. So that's something that you can do as well. Okay, so the very last thing I'm going to cover, because I'm running a little late on time today, is customizing text codes. This is something I didn't know. I guess it's been around a little bit longer than what I've known, but it was kind of a cool feature. Basically, what you could do is, you know how you can text to the property? You just do that 79564. Well, you can actually create your own personal text codes for yourself. And some of the suggestions that they had is that you can, I think I have some in here that I put in here yesterday. My text, so it's under marketing, my text. So I did one of these today. So start your search today. So I had one person, it was me, that got in there. Now what I did was, this is the text code. So what you do is you text so the number you text is that 79564, and then in the box you just put Peoria AZ Homes, and when they hit send on that, it'll actually, what I did is I sent this one, start your search today. And I just went to my eLooky-Loo for Peoria. I copied the website for it, and I put it right in here. So that's kind of nice. You can also, one of the things that you can do is you could create a little business card. So what did I call myself? Linda Agent. Okay, so say I want to be Linda T. Agent. Now, my response was, you can put spaces in here like normal. Okay, Sal, you can put your phone number in here. Okay, your email. Okay, you could put your address, you could put, what other, and basically, you could say, hey, you know what, you don't have your business card with you or whatever, you can actually just say, hey, you got your phone with you? Go 79564, and then just put my name, it's just Linda T. Agent, and when they do that, and they hit send, your information will come back to them. So they'll actually, and then they'll have it right on their phone, accessible for them. So what a cool thing, and also you look like you're tech savvy and like, you know, you're just awesome, as you all are. So it's kind of a cool little thing that you can do. So this is a cool way to do like an electronic business card. You could put other things in here if you want. You could put your website if you wanted to put your website. Okay, so you could do that. and you got lots of room, and then you would just hit save. So when somebody would go ahead and they would do that 79564, and then they put in your name, and you can also make it easier. If you want to just do it Linda or whatever, you could do that. And then from there, they would get all your contact information. So it's a really cool thing to do. You can also do that to send people links to your MLS. So you can actually, like I did kind of here with this eLookyLoo, you could do that for people for your MLS. You can send them that link. Anyway, so the custom text codes, I thought they were kind of a cool little tool. And I think I made it through. Sorry, I know I'm really late today. A couple little things that I wanted to bring up before I end it is they are doing this thing right now where you can actually get a custom designed website for free. So all you have to do is call that 949-328-5050. You call them and say, hey, I hear you're designing websites. They will brand you. They will go through and they will work with you to make you have a awesome personal website. Maybe you have a high-end listing. If you have a high-end listing and you want to make something that looks a little bit different, you can say, hey, I've got this, listing that I want some work on. They do it, and they do it for free. And also what they're doing on top of that is they're giving you a sign writer, a customized sign writer for free. They're also giving you property business cards. So it's a win-win. I don't know how long they're going to keep this up, but they said they're doing several hundred a week. Call them up. If you're interested in getting a personal one, do it. I would. Okay? The other suggestion, I have kind of a tip for the day, is on your websites, on your property websites, you might notice that, especially if you've had a site up for a long time, you're not getting as much activity on it. Here's my suggestion for today. Delete that property and either put it in again by hand or just wait. If you're on the automatic system where it's going to automatically pull it up, just wait the 24 hours. It'll actually regenerate itself. Here's the thing that happened, and this happened over the transition where we were doing the automated systems, is that people were getting new leads that they weren't getting before. So, and they were getting those just because, something has been kind of sitting for a little bit, it kind of gets shoved closer to the bottom. But if you delete it and it regenerates, all of a sudden it's new. So it's going to start, you're going to see a lot more people see it. So if you have something that's been sitting on there for 6 months and you're ready to do something, you want to get some new leads on it, delete the property website and then just either let it automatically upload or put it in by hand. You'll start to see. The thing that you need to realize is if you have a text code on there, you got to be a little careful about that, because with the text code, you could lose it, so you got to be careful to store it somewhere. And also, the difference between loading up something by hand and having it automated is if it's automated, it's going to automatically update the price, everything but the pictures automatically. But if you do it by hand, it's not going to do that. I don't know why, but it doesn't. So that's the difference between the two. Okay? Is there any questions that anybody has? I know I covered a lot and I went way over my time today, but I bit off more than I could chew today. So is there any questions that anybody had over the Craigslist, the text codes, the squeeze page, or the chat? Was there any questions? I'm going to take you off mute, and you can ask them directly.
All guests have been unmuted.
Was there any questions that anybody had? I'm going to stop this.